We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not lead. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Berate, it oppresses. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not lead. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Berate, it oppresses. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. A particularly beautiful woman is a source of terror. As a rule, a beautiful woman is a terrible disappointment. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. It is far better take things as they come along with patience and equanimity. One looks back with appreciation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touched our human feelings. The curriculum is so much necessary raw material, but warmth is the vital element for the growing plant and for the soul of the child. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. The word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. For a young person, it is almost a sin, or at least a danger, to be too preoccupied with himself, but for the aging person, it is a duty and a necessity to devote serious attention to himself. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally it is the tortured who turn into torturers. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. The pendulum of the mind alternates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, there love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for a living that suits all cases. Knowledge rests not upon truth alone, but upon error also. Children are educated by what the grown-up is and not by his talk. We are born at a given moment, in a given place and, like vintage years of wine, we have the qualities of the year and of the season of which we are born. Astrology does not lay claim to anything more. The most intense conflicts, if overcome, leave behind a sense of security and calm that is not easily disturbed. It is just these intense conflicts and their conflagration which are needed to produce valuable and lasting results. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Of all those in the army close to the commander none is more intimate than the secret agent, of all rewards none more liberal than those given to secret agents, of all matters none is more confidential than those relating to secret operations. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. If our soldiers are not overburdened with money, it is not because they have a distaste for riches. If their lives are not unduly long, it is not because they are disinclined to longevity. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. If our soldiers are not overburdened with money, it is not because they have a distaste for riches. If their lives are not unduly long, it is not because they are disinclined to longevity,